hello there, and welcome back to my channel, y'all. So, I know it's been a minute since I have made anything for my channel, but yeah, here I am. I'm back. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing primarily for the channel. Obviously, I'm going to be sticking to The Sims, but I'm back. It's been a little bit. I've taken a little bit of a hiatus just because I needed to focus on my mental health and honestly my relationship with making content. So before I get into talking about that really quickly, I'm just going to talk about what I'm going to be doing in the, not really the background, obviously it's the video, but what I'm going to be doing in this build here. So I decided I'm going to be doing a quote-unquote 8x8 challenge where I'm going to try to build a little studio apartment in just 8x8 tiles, so 64 tiles altogether. Is that 64? Is 8 times 8 64? I think so. Yes, it is. So I was in AP Calculus in high school, can you tell? But this is just a base game build, and I've decided that I actually want to see if I can build something using some of these styles in this. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's just see. I kind of just want to do a basics because I think that it'd be really fun to see what this game considers basic. So this is just basic and base game. So it's gonna be bare bones simple. I love how there's no windows whatsoever. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that, and I'm just gonna place some of what I consider to be basic windows. So I think this will be the bedroom, and this will be the kitchen. This can be a living space, maybe right here, and this can be the dining space. Yeah, I think that's gonna look good. We'll do like the dining space can have these big windows, and then the living space. I think it can also, actually, we'll put the big windows for the living space here. And then maybe the front door can be right there. This can easily be a house. I'm just focusing on the interior first and foremost, of course. We'll just keep it basic. Yeah, something like this maybe. But anyways, while I kind of sort through the catalog and see what items I like, I think I'm gonna talk about my reasonings and why I took a little bit of a break. Not that it's super important and a super big deal or anything. I always start with kitchens. Do you always start with kitchens? I feel like I do, but yeah, so I did take a little bit of a hiatus from making content on this channel just because I felt like I needed not only to take a mental health break, that's obvious for anybody, but ooh, I kind of like that. But I really needed to reevaluate my relationship with my channel. I know that sounds crazy, but I've been on YouTube for 6 years almost. Like, it feels like it's been longer than that, but yeah, I've been on YouTube for a very long time. I've been making content since I was in college. So I obviously had a different relationship with my channel then as opposed to how I have now, because I'm literally a different person, like completely different person. If you go back, please don't go back because they're awkward. But if you go back and watch some of my older videos, let me tell you, yeah, I was a different person then. Oh, I don't like this little countertop, but I'm just gonna go with it. It's just fine. But yeah, I was a different person then. I, was making YouTube videos mainly because I was bored, because I was unemployed, but also because I was in college. I was broke, and I needed something to fill up my downtime with. And yeah, that's literally it. Like that's what it served for me. And as the years went on, I used making content as a coping mechanism for my anxiety, just because I needed something that could distract me from, the anxiety that I had, because I, worked in retail, and retail is very exhausting and anxiety inducing, and generally just mainly just draining. And I needed something to kind of help me with that. And yeah, that's where my desire to create content continued. And over the past, year, literally, it's been a year since I actually moved away from my hometown. I moved in with my boyfriend. I'm living like over 100 miles away from where I used to live, which, for some people, that's not really much. I'm taking the basics off. I can't do this. There's like nothing under the basics category. But yeah, I just wanted to grow myself, and I felt like I had to keep making content on YouTube, and I realized I'm like, well, the way that I'm going about it now, it's the same way I used to go about making content, but I don't need to go about it that way anymore because I don't need to be making content the same way anymore, if that makes sense. Like, I really want to, have fun with it and be creative, and also just, take it a little bit more seriously instead of just being like willy-nilly do this. I want to actually like kind of give myself time and be patient with myself before, just jumping the gun and quitting on something, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like I'm over explaining myself at this point, but basically, this is a little bit off topic, but the same kind of discussion. I've been doing a lot of tarot reading lately, and it's really opened my eyes big time in why I was making content then and why I want to make content now, if that makes sense. Like, ooh, this light blue is very nice. But yeah, I feel like nowadays my desire to make content isn't to ease my anxiety or depression. It's actually just to be creative and have fun with it. And that's where this desire is coming from. It's not the need to distract myself or the need to keep myself busy or from going insane. That's just what it is. And yeah, like, I feel like I, as a person, have grown so much this past year. I'm working a full-time job now. It's at a company that is, it's still retail. Retail is retail. You know how retail is. If you've worked retail, you know what retail is. But, this job it's great. I have some amazing people working with me. I genuinely love my job, and I feel like that goes such a long way, and it's definitely helped me improve my mental health this past year as well, slowly but ever so surely. So yeah, I hope you see the style that I'm kind of going for. It's kind of just like pastel, simple. It's not over the top. I've been really happy lately. Obviously I've went through some ups and downs, and last December I decided to finally just throw the towel in and just be like, I was even considering being like, I'm done with YouTube fully, but I didn't want to say that because I was like, I'm probably going to want to come back in the future. So saying I'm just going to quit just it just didn't feel right to say just to quit. But for the most part, I did just kind of decide to stop doing it. And I genuinely feel better. Like, I genuinely feel like so much better as a person, and I feel way more, I don't know, I feel less stressed out because my creative energy now I can put into something like Animal Crossing, which, let me tell you all, this is not related. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with Animal Crossing right now. Like, I can't stop playing it. It's such a good game. Like, oh my gosh, I am in love. Oh my goodness. I've been just taking it easy and just enjoying the game, and oh my gosh, I love it so much. I'm gonna use these from Harry. Yeah, Hey Harry made these, and I don't use them enough. They're so pretty. They're just so nice and simple and sleek, and just yeah. And plus, they're newer content. Newer content always looks better in this game. I'm actually gonna move the fruit bowl from the kitchen into the living room, or onto the dining table, and then put this like bread, or is it cake? I don't know, but it looks, yeah, it could be either. It's a cake, but I like this style that I wanted to kind of go for today. I can describe it as like something I see in Animal Crossing even, because a lot of people will say normcore, and what I'm meaning when I say that is it's like very basic, simple, light colors, maybe not necessarily needs to be light colors, but it just needs to be something that doesn't lean any specific way when it comes to style. It's just simplicity, and that's what this is. I think this actually is fitting the bill pretty well. It's not perfect, but ooh, actually really like the way that rug feels in the room a little bit. Yeah. And another thing I've really learned lately from just trying to be more kind to myself when making content, or just not making content, but just being creative. It's about like reframing my perspective on like my own like creations. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. But essentially, I have been working on being more positive about my own creations. Like I will, so just to be pretty transparent, at my current job, that sounds weird, but at my job, my full-time job, I am a soap maker. I actually work for a company and I make soap. It's like most of my job. It's pretty incredible, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really fortunate to have a job like that. But essentially, when I'm making soap, sometimes my managers will come over and they'll look at it and just be like, "Oh my gosh, you're doing such an amazing job. You're a master." And with like, I obviously don't do it as much anymore, but what I used to do was I would point out the flaws. I'd be like, "Oh, this doesn't look so good here." And like that's the first thing that I'm gonna say. And you know, it actually got to a point where they pointed that out and they were like, "Yeah, you're really being kind of hard on yourself and you don't need to be." And I'm like, and then they were just like, "No, you do incredible work. You need to realize that and accept that. And, you know, even if there is flaws in your work, it doesn't make it any less good. And also, you gotta start looking you gotta start looking at those flaws as not flaws, but just like qualities even, or just quirks. You know, you don't like, you know, they were just like, at the end of the day, it's just soap. It's not like, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. You're not a machine." And I don't know, I feel like it did take me until recently to really start accepting that about myself. I don't know what to put here. I feel like I'm so out of ideas. I don't know. I do like this painting though. It's one of my favorites in the game actually. But yeah, like I really needed to work on that. And I've really started realizing that was a big part of who I was, you know, like that was a big part of like what I did and what I needed to work on for myself. And that didn't just include making soap at work. It was also like anything that I made, like cooking food for me and my boyfriend, building a house in The Sims, drawing a picture, like anything that I created. I found myself downing myself immediately when I saw something. Like, you know, my boyfriend would compliment a drawing I was working on. "This is beautiful." Whoa, hold on. Let's pause this conversation just one moment, ma'am. When did this come into the game? Is this new? This is new. It's beautiful. That's gorgeous. I'm a fan. Let me tell you, whoever made that, snaps for you. Anyways, so, yeah, forget what I was talking about. That just distracted me so much. But yeah, I just need to be more positive, and I need to be more, you know, I don't know. I just need to be easier on myself. I tend to just be so hard on myself because I think that that's going to help me make better content. And that's not true. That's not true. So yeah, I'm not saying that I'm like, you know, I'm not saying that I'm like, "Oh, I've figured it out. I'm doing great." You know, I'm obviously it's always going to be something that I need to work on. And it's something that I always need to be aware of, that because my brain will do that sometimes, even still. Like I will still find myself, you know, thinking negatively about something that I've made or something that I've done. And it's my job to just like stop myself before I go too far and, you know, be like, hey, you're okay. It's fine. It's just this. And then once I kind of accept that, I'm like, okay, it is just this. I'm doing great. I do like this little build though. It's really fun. It was nice. It's nice building again. I have been building for my own like personal, just like playing, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. Like I know that I'm not alone in this, but it's so weird having done YouTube for so long. Because like I will say, "Oh, I'm just playing for fun." And like people are like, "What?" Like especially people who are non-YouTubers, they're just like, "What do you mean you're playing for fun? Isn't that what you're supposed to be doing anyways?" And I'm like, Yes. And I'm just like, I find myself being like, wait, I can just do that? Like, I guess that's also part of it too, is just re-evaluating like what I'm doing it for. And if I'm not playing the game for fun regardless, then I need to reevaluate some stuff. So, yeah, so I've been working on that. Yeah, it's been good. I've just been enjoying video games again, and it's been a lot of fun. Animal Crossing has been a huge help with that because, you know, Animal Crossing, like, I don't have the ability to make content with Animal Crossing at all, and I've thought about doing it in the past, but I've just thought about it. I'm like, you know, I kind of like keeping that separate. I don't want to spoil, you know, not that this spoils The Sims for me necessarily, but I don't want to spoil, you know, Animal Crossing for making content and trying to make money and getting views and stuff from that. Like, I don't want to, because I've already sort of done that with The Sims. Not really, because I feel like I've started to fall in love with The Sims again, but I don't know. It's just an observation, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it to myself. And I don't know. I have rambled so much already, but you know what? I feel like I've gotten through this pretty quickly. I'm really liking how this is looking. It's pretty cute. This is what I'm talking about. Just a very clean, simple base game style. I do want to maybe in the future do some, not necessarily tutorials, but maybe just do some tips and tricks videos, just mainly breaking down like my process, or, you know, different approaches to making, you know, building and stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's gonna take some time to figure that out, of course. But yeah, if you all ever have like any ideas whatsoever, please leave them in the comments, because that honestly would be very beneficial for me. I really like this bookshelf. I think I'm gonna put this. Ooh, what if I did this? Yes. See, like this. This is something that I like to do, is combine this bookshelf from the base game with like another table, and it looks like a desk. It's cute. Obviously it's not perfect, because you can still see some, you know, like you can see it like kind of sticking under here a little bit, and obviously, but you know, it's just a video game. It's just a video game. It ain't gotta look like anything, you know, as long as it looks something like it. You can say it's that, you know, it's The Sims. It ain't rocket science, you know. So I'm mainly talking to myself there in that situation, because I tend to be like, oh, that doesn't look right though. I need to use like an actual desk. No, you don't need to do that. We'll do like no, we'll do that. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited because I don't know necessarily if this is going to be like the Kickstarter for making YouTube content all over again. You know, I'm taking it easy. I'm taking it easy on myself. I'm taking it a simple, easy route. And if I don't make any content, that's also okay too, because I don't need to make anything to, you know, have fun and to just, yeah, there we go. Cute. Works like a charm. And we'll do a matching robe and the little rug that matches, maybe, or just a yellow rug. Yeah. See, look, I don't have to see. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna kind of wrap it up here. I don't know. I feel like this feels right. Lately I've been telling myself to, with anything that I make, if I get to a point where I'm like, I don't know what else to add here, that's usually a sign that it's done, actually. That usually means, hey, you don't really need to add anything else. It's already finished. And I feel good about that. I feel really good about that. I just want one more item. Oh yeah, some books maybe would be cute. Okay, listen, I have a mod that adds slots to the top of cabinets. Let me tell you, it transforms this game. Like, oh, look at that. There we go. But yeah, maybe one more painting and I'm gonna call it. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this rough little video. It was nice just kind of talking again. I feel like that's really what the purpose of this video is. It's not necessarily to make something mind-blowing and, you know, transformative and stuff. It's really just about making something to put on here and just to talk to you all about. Ooh, what if we did that? And then we did like another bookshelf. Let's just do that. Yeah. Yes. Anyways, I hope you all are taking care of yourselves and staying hydrated. And just yeah, I don't even remember how I used to end these videos. Like, it's so wild. It's been so long, but ooh, I did forget some curtains over here. We'll just do like this. And we'll be like, oh, they've got one drawn. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this little build. I most certainly did. If you all have any, you know, suggestions for anything like this you want to see in the future, that would be very beneficial. But I hope you all are taking care of yourselves, staying safe, staying healthy, staying hydrated, take your vitamins, drink some water. I have yet to do that, and I'm calling myself out right now because it's noon and I need to take my vitamin D. Okay, I'm very deficient, apparently. But anyways, I love you all, and it was nice speaking to you once again. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles. Bye, y'all.